Hello everyone, it's Hobbinrood here, and I just wanted to do a short video on things to expect when coming into Ultima Online Evolution. So, you're brand new, you just started, and if you're anything like me, maybe you've played the game before, back in the day when it was, maybe in the late 90s, early 2000s, and you found out about Evo and you want to kind of get back into it and give it a shot. Well, there's a couple of things that I noticed when I logged in that were a little bit different than the way I was used to it. First off, there's going to be a couple things in your bag that you'll want to know about prior to messing with them. The first one is going to be a grayish looking ball, and that's going to be a skill ball. That's going to give you an extra 700 skill points to put towards any skills that you have available. The first thing that you would think is, okay, well, I get to master 7 skills immediately, but I would advise against doing that, and so will everybody else on the shard. Everywhere you go, you'll ask them, hey, should I use the 700 points in my skill ball for this or for that? And everybody's going to give you a big, giant, resounding no. The reason for this is that most of the skills that you have available to you inside of your skill tree can be trained, and actually trained AFK. That's legal in this shard, so you won't have to spend hours upon hours upon hours beating up enemies in order to master swordsmanship or tactics or parrying. If you want to, there's going to be places available for you to do that. And but what you'll want to do is you'll want to save that skill ball for when you get certain skills to up to 100, because you won't be able to get some skills up to 120 either A, at all, or B, without a substantial amount of work. So leave that skill ball alone until you've mastered quite a few skills, and you now have the ability to go up to 120, because if you don't, it'll be a giant headache getting there later. The second thing you'll find in your pack is going to be a yellow square looking thing, or yellow diamond looking thing, and that's going to be your gold ledger. Unlike most of the older UO versions, in this version you can actually carry gold with you without being in danger of losing it if you die, and that is if you get to keep it in your gold ledger. But you'll want to make sure that anything that you auto loot either goes straight to that gold ledger, or you go into the gold ledger and click the blue deposit button and select the gold that's in your bag. The next one's going to be a tealish, or kind of a weird blue color square object that looks exactly like the token, or the gold ledger. It's called a token ledger. The token ledger gives you tokens for all sorts of things. Literally everything you kill, everything, a whole bunch of stuff that you do gives you tokens, and those can be used at auction. They can also be used for a couple other things, which I mainly use them at auctions. I save those up. The other one is going to be a weird looking round black and red object that is going to be your storage for your Evo coins. You receive Evo coins by staying online and doing things. So the amount of time that you're online, you'll build up Evo coins as you go along. Those can be used to start champion spawns. 50 Evo coins will start a champion spawn, or if you're anything like me, you go straight to the Casino Royale, which you can find under the gate travel menu, and you spend it on gambling, and then you get deeds for it. So you can use those for that, or you can use those for champs, or you can auction those as well. There's going to be another blue-ish backpack-looking object inside of your bag, and that's going to be a safe trash for tokens backpack. Everything that you put in there can be exchanged for tokens. I will reiterate, everything you put in there can be exchanged for tokens. If there is anything that you want to keep, do not put it in that bag, because you can't get it back if the bag swallows it. I know that from personal experience. I lost 3 keys and an entire suit of armor that way. So don't make the same mistake as me. If you're not disciplined enough to make sure that you don't put anything in there, don't keep it in your backpack. The next thing you'll find is a new player guide that's going to have some relevant information that you'll want to look through. It's going to look like a small book. Just look through it. It's not very hard to... It's pretty quick from front to back, so I would suggest looking through that when you first log in. You'll also receive a world map, and you'll receive a blue sack called a loot bag. Now, the interesting thing about the blue sack, don't do what I did with it. I just chucked it in my bank and forgot about it. That blue sack, everything you put in there will be on your body when you die. So it's kind of like getting everything either blessed or insured that you stick in it. So it's a really, really good thing to keep with you. Now, a couple of things as a new player. The very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to join the new guild. This shard actually has a guild specifically for new players that they help you out with a lot. They'll give you a beginner suit of armor. They'll help get you through the new player dungeon. They'll show you what to do, and they'll really answer any relevant questions you have about this shard. They were a great resource for me when I started, and I really wouldn't recommend doing it any other way, because the first 2 or 3 days I played, I didn't join the new guild, and I basically ran around dying for about 2 or 3 days and didn't make any progress. But once I got into the new guild, I made quite a bit of progress after that. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The gates that you're going to see are going to look a lot different than the ones you might be used to. There was one in Britain. The one in Britain in the original UO was way outside of town, but in Evo there's a gate right next to the bank, and the interface for the bank, for the gates, look way different. They actually have everything broken down much further than they used to in the original UO, and even in some of the other shards that I've seen. So definitely take advantage of that. You can go straight to every single dungeon. You can go to any of the display areas. By the way, if you get a chance, if you're curious about some of the things that this shard offers that are custom, I would definitely recommend paying a visit to the displays area underneath the gate travel UI, and just checking out some of those places, because there's a lot of stuff in those places that really gave me good information as far as what was offered in the shard, even before I had to ask a question. So if you get a chance, and all of the areas are safe, I'd go through the display area in the gate travel and just stop by some of those places, read some of the books, look at some of the items, and see what custom things are available on this shard, because there is a lot. So that's just a couple of things that I would recommend doing. If you also want to get a little bit of a head start, make sure that you join the Discord channel for the general chat. If you look on the right hand side of the Evo website, you scroll down maybe about a third of the way, you'll see the Discord chat notifications, or you'll see the Discord chat on the right hand side of the screen, and there'll be a small link at the bottom of that little window that will allow you to join the Discord chat. If you haven't downloaded Discord, go download it and join that chat. It is absolutely invaluable. And then you can reach out to any of the new guild members and join the new guild Discord as well. The new guild house is available for anybody to go to. It's also underneath the gate travel UI under new players, and the first entry, I believe, is new player guild house. So go there and take a look around. The library that's right next to the guild house also has tons and tons of places already marked for you to go that are of a great deal of use for just about anything that you need, including an entire quest section in the back of the library. So take advantage of that when you first join. But honestly, as a new player, the first thing I would do is join the new guild and reach out to any of the new guild emissaries, or even other people in new. There's a lot of people that have been in new for a little bit and are definitely willing to help or guide you in the right direction. So other than that, really, you're going to learn a lot of stuff along the way. There's people that I've seen, including myself, that are on there that there's just a multitude of things to learn. So don't feel discouraged if it looks like there's just a mountain of information for you to learn. It comes along pretty naturally. Just start with some of the smaller things and then work your way up. All right, and until then, you guys have fun.